to that show.
Oh yeah, it. I don't get to watch it very often, but I do watch like the clips.
Hmm.
Like when he bought the medical debt,
Yeah, yeah,
when he bought everybody's medical debt and then cleared it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Well, he just does so many. Oh, we're live. He just
Yeah.
does so many cool little things, like when he went after the tobacco companies and made that mascot. Uh,
Right.
like he was just a diseased lung with a cowboy hat and a coughed all the time,
Right. Right.
and like put it on T-shirts and freaking put up billboards and stuff around. God, it was like Africa or something like that, or maybe it was well, one of the East Asian companies or countries, like maybe South Korea. There's like, no, I don't think it was South Korea. They're more modernized. Maybe Thailand. Like, children use of tobacco products is insane over there. Like, kids start smoking when they're like 4, and it's not like local companies that push. It's straight Marlboro and stuff that will sell to kids over there. It it's insane that that people don't know, you know,
Right.
what that stuff is doing to them. It's kind of like I've said it before, you know, the my elementary school was pretty new, but like the middle school and the high school that I went to, you got to remember this was the 90s. Both were loaded with asbestos. And some of the old buildings where people didn't go still had lead paint.
Right.
We knew full well what those things did, and yet they were still in our schools because small town Texas uh, would rather let their children die of mesothelioma in 50 years as opposed to everybody's taxes going up 50 cents a year
Right. Yeah.
to remove it. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
You know that's a thing. That's just disgusting.
Yeah. I sent you I posted two links in the chat. One is, and these are both to pop vinyls, and they're amazing pop vinyls.
Yeah, I'm looking at right. True Blood,
Okay, that's the
Alcievo.
okay, that's a pop vinyl of um
Yeah, Manganello.
Manganello, and he's like ripped.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
got
it.
he's got the Doomy curves or whatever they're called. The
The
you know,
grooves. Yeah.
yeah, south of abs,
Yeah.
off to the side. Yeah,
I love that they all the rest of them have these little cartoon bodies.
yeah. But Joe Manganello,
He's like,
freaking ripped.
I love it. That's wonderful.
Oh, they got the Well Walker.
Yeah,
Wow, that's deep. That is a deep pull.
it is. I mean, they had to
And
pull him up from really deep. That's why it came apart.
that's legit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why he's only attached by a spine.
exactly. A very deep pull.
Wow, that is really cool. That's like
I
really
love this line. I
good
mean,
craftsmanship.
it's so great, and but you can see why it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, because
And a
I
good
mean,
like a good
Alcide wasn't even the
price.
central character.
Right,
He was reoccurring. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't like Bill.
right, right. Like a good price is 19.99. Like
Dang,
that's a good price. But
and
they
they go up.
retail, if I'm not mistaken, they actually retail at 14.99.
They got Chitara from Thundercats.
They have the Rocketeer.
No
And
kidding.
yeah, and like they're some
The
of these are
Rockahoo.
retired. Right? Don't you read the paper? They've some of these are retired. Like you can't even get them anymore.
Yeah.
If you look on the website, it'll where the item number goes, it'll say vaulted, and you can't even get them anymore.
Wow, they've got like all the Thundercats.
Yeah. Um,
Snarf, snarf. That's all that character said was Snarf.
No, he talked.
That's all I remember him saying.
No,
was
he
like,
did. He did talk every now and then, but no,
when
he
things
did.
got real.
Yeah,
I just can't get over Alcide. That's great.
I know, right? Oh
They
no,
got,
let
they got
me
Bill.
let me find you the absolute best
Bill with fangs.
pop vinyl ever created.
Eric Northman, who, by the way, is, if I'm not mistaken, playing Tarzan right now.
Yes, Alexander Skarsgård or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't think he would make a good Tarzan. He's too pretty. Like, when I think Tarzan, I think of like kind of a brutish, like Joe Manganiello. I think would have made a cool Tarzan.
Right.
Or the guy that played the Khal Drogo.
Oh yeah.
I can never think of his name.
What is his name? It's Aquaman.
Yeah, it's something very Hawaiian.
It is Jason Momoa.
Momoa, yeah. Yeah, he would have made a good one. But Sookie Stackhouse is actually wearing a Merlot's uniform and carrying a serving tray with a bottle of True Blood.
Yeah. Their attention to detail.
I want these True Bloods.
I know.
Dude, they've got the Vikings. They got Floki.
They have Vikings.
Yeah. They got
I've broken you, haven't I?
Yeah, dude. They've got freaking Lagatha. God, now I may have to get Ragnar.
Amazon is a good place to pick them up
because
for a good price.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Ragnar Lothbrok, I kind of like model my life around him.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
I'm not doing great. I haven't conquered any of Britain yet.
You need to get on that. You're not getting any younger.
No, I'm not. And the worst part is he totally did that by the time he was my age. And it's like, come on.
Yeah. They have, I put another link in the chat for one that you'll appreciate.
Okay. Got Dana Scully.
Yeah. Let's see, where's another fun one? Well, they have all the ones for Suicide Squad. Oh, I have nobody to talk to anymore. I'm all alone.
What?
I am all alone.
Hit the wrong button.
There you are.
Yeah. You have to resend that link.
Okay. Well, here, I'll just copy it from, let's see, what can I do? Copy link and paste.
And click.
And then one I just found out that they have that I absolutely need. Yeah.
Judge Doom.
With the crazy eyes.
Yeah.
I need this one too. Oh, why did that one copy? That's not what that's supposed to be. They have the Phantom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're talking about Billy Zane, right?
Yeah, Billy Zane.
Yeah.
It's funny you should mention Billy Zane. Have you watched this week's Wrecked?
I thought they only had the 3 episodes. Like, I didn't know that.
Oh no, they're up to episode 6.
Oh heck yeah! I'm gonna catch up on that.
You'll know why Billy Zane is funny when you get caught up on this most recent episode.
Yeah,
that's pretty great. Yeah, like man, they have got the best figure line ever. With these little things, and they don't move or anything. They just, some of them are bobbleheads and some of them are just little figures that just sit on your desk and be a cool figure.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that big of a thing. Like I've seen it.
Oh no, it's like,
because they're always lined up at Hastings.
And there's exclusives. There's like Hot Topic exclusive ones, and there's Comic-Con like each Comic-Con can have their own exclusive one. Like Dallas Comic-Con even has an exclusive pop vinyl. and they're variants. Like it's not a new mold.
Yeah.
It's just a variant of an existing one.
Right. Like if you got the one from Dallas of True Blood, it would be like Bill Compton wearing a cowboy hat kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they have the complete Big Trouble in Little China. Oh, speaking of Big Trouble in Little China, there's a comic book series coming out.
Mm.
Big Trouble in Little China and what is the movie? Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Do you know Escape from New York?
Yeah, I know Escape from New York.
Snake Plissken.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Snake Plissken meets Jack. What is Jack's last name?
Oh, God, it's been so long.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
I just saw him. Burton.
oh,
Jack
yes.
Burton. Jack Burton
Yeah.
meets Snake Plissken.
That's great.
So you have Kurt Russell with and without an eye patch. So I'm taking BJ
All right, street
down.
fight. Like Snake Plissken versus Colonel Jack O'Neill from Stargate.
Oh, Snake Plissken.
I agree. I'm gonna have to agree. I mean, they're both very emotionally damaged men.
Yeah. No, I'm taking BJ down the emotional roller coaster that is the pop vinyl. He didn't realize pop vinyls were such a thing. And he's like, "Oh my God, I need all of these."
They're freaking awesome, man.
They are.
Did my sound quality go down for you guys when Mikey signed in?
No, not noticeably. No.
Well, yours got a little muffled.
Well, I just covered my mic, and I'm sick.
Okay,
So
makes sense. I mean, if you just want to hurt sound quality, that's cool.
yeah, no, it's I don't care. I stopped caring a long time ago.
Oh.
Oh, they have a Howard the Duck. They have a 6-inch tall Godzilla.
Godzilla?
Look up the Godzilla. He's adorable.
Godzilla!
Yeah,
Final Godzilla.
he's adorable.
I don't think that's what they should be going for.
But that's where they landed.
Oh.
Oh, that is cute. Like, cute is the only word you can really use for that.
Right? Like,
Look at the little ridges on his back.
He's adorable. They have Jay and Silent Bob.
Obvious, yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
Except they've been retired, so they're hard to find, and they'll be expensive if you try to get them. They've got a whole Labyrinth series, so you can get pop vinyl.
Gigantic codpiece.
Yes, like the codpiece has its own pop vinyl figure.
Rest in peace.
Napoleon Dynamite. Nosferatu.
Oh, I bet that one's cool. I gotta look that one up.
I know that one is cool. Pennywise.
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now. That's not ever coming to my house.
Whole bunch of nope.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, did you like that link I sent you, Beach, with the new one? The one I sent you, I texted you yesterday or the day before, of the new Pennywise.
The new picture.
No, I don't think I saw it.
Oh.
I texted you a link to the picture of the new Pennywise, and he looks. Oh wow, yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Oh, that Nosferatu is badass.
Yeah, they have a whole Rocky line. They have Apollo Creed, Clubber Lang, Ivan Drago, and Rocky. And speaking of Rocky, they have the entire cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh. How'd you do? I see you met my favorite candy man.
They have Shaun of the Dead.
That's the new Pennywise?
Yeah.
Why?
They don't want anyone to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I guess.
Beep, beep, Richie.
Oh.
You didn't want to sleep tonight, right?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
No, I'm just gonna look at the picture of Mick Foley's daughter dressed as Freddy Krueger a little bit more.
Is that who that was?
That was Mick Foley's daughter
Yeah.
cosplaying as Freddy Krueger. Wrong.
But so right. They have the Goonies. They have the Fifth Element.
guess Eric's not going to join us right now.
That's what he said.
Okay.
At all, or just not right now?
At all.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. He said it would be silly if he signed in now.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't realize we're actually recording.
Would-
He'll- He'll pop in around 8:30 and be like, "Yeah, we're actually closing down."
yeah. Yeah, like it's seriously, man. This pop vinyl is a dangerous rabbit hole.
I would totally get that Nosferatu. That is really cool.
They've got a really cool looking Voltron as well. Nobody's talking to you.
Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
James was like, really? Nobody's talking to you. Nobody wants you here, Patrice. They have a bunch of Muppets. They have a bunch of My Little Ponies.
Oh, they have Duck Dodgers.
Yeah, they do. That's a new one. That's like a new line.
Oh.
They've got the prison riot guard from Walking Dead. You know, the ones that were in full armor. God, they've got everything. Literally everything. I wonder if they've got an Obama. I bet they do.
Probably.
Obama. Let's see. Oh, I misspelled Obama. Yes, they do. Let's see if they got a Trump. Yes, they do. Hair is equally as ridiculous.
Yeah. They have all 4 members of KISS. They have 4 different versions of Michael Jackson. He gets progressively lighter. That's not true. I wish he did. But unfortunately, like his skin tone and nose don't change across all of them, which is completely inaccurate. Oh no, they have 5 different versions.
Jesus.
They have Ozzy Osbourne. They have the Yellow Submarine versions of the Beatles, including the Yellow Submarine. Okay,
Weird
Look-
times for them.
look up Tupac,
What?
Oh,
because that one's pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
oh hell, they got a Biggie too.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, maybe you can get them as a set. They're standing next to each other in this picture. Surely not. That would be
Okay.
wrong.
I gotta get through all the sports ballers.
Oh, okay. Side note, go down this rabbit hole. Urban Vinyl Tupac and B.I.G.
Urban Vinyl.
Urban Vinyl.
Okay. Urban Vinyl Tupac. Nice.
Yeah, that's how they roll.
That is how they roll.
God, those are pretty legit. We gotta talk about something else though, because this is all visual.
Oh no, this is wonderful.
What? No, this is the best.
This
Top
is
ever.
greatness. We've been
Oh my
talking-
God! Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is podcast gold right here.
Yeah. We kind of.
We're gonna get
It's proof positive we don't care about the fans. That's right. I call them fans.
That's right.
Listeners.
anybody who doesn't really think who is like offended or surprised by any of this. It's just a filthy casual anyway.
Filthy freaking casuals, man. You probably don't even know what your freaking name is on PSN, do you? You don't even know your gamer tag. God.
Mine's Quiet Robert. Yeah, it is.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
well,
yeah, side
Eric
topics.
Eric has lost his headphones and they just put AJ down.
Oh my God.
I know,
Oh,
right?
uh.
So he said,
Oh God, he put himself on mute and doesn't
He
realize.
said what?
"No, no, I
A
was
stranger says what?
Edit himself.
answering his email. He said it'll just be that he's not coming. Oh, they have a Bernie Sanders as well.
Hmm.
Back to more visuals. That's the name of this episode. Visual reference. It's
Hashtag
decided.
relatable.
Okay. They have an American Horror Story of the sex robot or sex guy from season 1.
I don't remember that
The
character.
dude in the rubber suit.
Oh, I don't.
gimp?
I never actually watched.
The gimp suit.
Yes, the dude in the gimp suit. They have a pop vinyl of a dude in a gimp suit from season 1 of American Horror Story. That's amazing.
Good God, you watch Vikings, right, Beej?
Hells
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you
They
missed
have
that.
this here.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
God.
They have
That is a
They-
gimp suit.
they have Breaking Bad. The Kingpin that only has half a face.
Mhm.
Oh.
I know just enough about Breaking Bad to know why that's awesome. They have Vampire Spike.
Yep.
So yeah, let's get off this train.
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
dangerous.
So
Yeah,
okay,
we
well then
we
let's
did
let's
20
talk
minutes
about
things I can't see.
right, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
So Mikey,
Yo,
have you partaken of the Pokemons?
I drink the juice.
I haven't played it. I downloaded it, and well, actually no, I downloaded it before it went live. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm like a hipster
Yeah.
about
It
it.
was
I
cool before
downloaded
it
it.
was cool.
I downloaded it as the APK without actually before it was live in the
Which
App
is
Store.
quite dangerous from what I hear.
It is. That's why I deleted it.
Good call.
Once it went live in the App Store, I deleted it. But
Yeah.
I caught a Charmander in my living room, but then I never went anywhere with it. And after that, I read about all the server issues and all the things. So I'm gonna let the inevitable bubble burst and the people get out of it. Like people lose interest in it
Yeah.
and it get back to the normal, get down to just the normal use, and then I will maybe
Jump
try it
on.
again.
Yeah.
But I'm also waiting to see what happens if anybody gets sued and whatnot over this, because they messed up in my opinion, because
Yeah.
Bad.
they just made places gyms
Mm-hmm.
with no way to opt in or opt out.
Yep.
And it's a big deal. Like, apparently it's leading people around registered sex offenders
Mm-hmm.
and
Into people's backyards.
yeah, like people are trespassing. Okay. They say please keep aware of your surroundings and whatnot.
Yeah.
There are stories every day now of people that are getting hurt playing this game. And before we started recording, I watched this little thing of this girl that got hit by a car because she was playing Pokemon Go, and the mom was like, "Oh, I know it's that app. I shouldn't have let her download it." And I'm like, she's like, "That app sent her across the highway and it sent her here." I'm like, "No, your stupid daughter walked into oncoming traffic. It didn't send her anywhere.
Yeah.
It did not hold a gun to her head and say, you need to go over here and go catch an electronic animal."
Fake thing, yeah.
She chose to do this. If you didn't teach your daughter not to walk into traffic, it's not Pokemon's fault. It's your fault that your daughter's a dumbass.
Yeah, and you feel for the parents, but it's like, don't blame anyone but your kid who wasn't aware of her surroundings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible for a kid to get hurt,
Yeah.
but I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah.
It-
They're gonna sue
gonna
the company.
This was gonna happen to her anyway.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. It's like these people that are falling off of, or it goes back to this thing I saw, and I saw another report about it when I was waiting to get my car fixed this week, which I have AC again. Yay.
Yay.
But about distracted walking and how distracted walking is becoming a problem, and people are running into street signs and running into into passersby and walking into oncoming traffic, and someone even walked off a cliff and died because they
Oh
were
my
texting on their phone. Now, I don't see this as a problem that needs to be brought to the public's attention. I see this as the perfect example of
Natural selection.
Yeah.
The universe is cleaning house and taking care of itself.
And doing it quickly, too.
Like,
Go universe.
Pokemon Go is the perfect tool of natural selection because it's thinning the herd. It's weeding out the people that are really just too stupid to take up oxygen anymore. And like, yeah, I'm like, it's not the game's fault that that your daughter doesn't know not to walk into oncoming traffic. What is wrong with you? So
Yeah, and
there's your lesson, kids. If you're
yeah.
gonna play Pokemon Go, don't Pokemon and drive. Don't Pokemon and walk into oncoming traffic. Be mindful of your surroundings. Don't trespass. You don't get to play. You don't have anything to play it on anyway.
Who's talking
Like-
to you?
Yeah, and according to Huffington Post, I don't know if it's 100% legit or not, but you said nobody put a gun to her head and made her do it. But apparently, people are getting brilliant with this and using it as a way to rob other people.
Yes,
Like,
I was going to mention. Yeah.
like apparently you can like leave things out to like bait or something to
Yes.
to bring Pokemon onto an area, and people will be tracking them. And these
Yeah.
robbers are leaving bait out to kind of get a massive Pokemon in one area, and somebody will come up staring at their phone, and they'll pop around a corner and be like, "Hey,
Give me
You're
your
the-
phone.
How about
You're
you give
the-
me that phone?
you're the
Yeah.
one that got caught." So
Yeah.
this is what you get for being a slave hunter, because that's all Pokemon are. They're slaves that are locked up and forced to go into buck fights.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
It's
pretty sure we fought a war over this, but hey.
yeah, no, people are robbing Pokemon players because this whole thing is ridiculous.
Because there are aspects to this game that are pretty impressive. The whole augmented reality ideal and stuff like that is like apparently like you can go to a cemetery and there'll be like a ghost Pokemon kind of thing.
Yes,
Like apparently it's pretty slick what they've done.
it is, but it's a little too intrusive.
Okay, Grandpa.
Yeah.
But it's so no thank you. No thanks. Like, for one, the battery life on my phone could not handle something like this.
Oh,
But-
I know. Like that's another reason. Was the first article I read as it started to go live around the world was Pokemon Go is a battery killer, and I'm like, my battery's already on its last legs, so like I'm probably gonna have to buy a new battery sooner than later. So I'm like, yeah, no, thanks.
Well, I mean, luckily, I'm due for my 2-year upgrade thing. I just haven't done it yet. But still, like, the problem with games that take place in the real world like this is it really does put stupid people in the spotlight.
Yeah, it does.
There are people getting into car accidents because they're staring at their phone trying to find this next little pocket monster, and they know it's around here somewhere, and they're rear-ending people because they're looking at their phone trying to see if the little bastard's around somewhere.
So what you're saying is the search for pocket monsters is causing people to get rear-ended?
It's true. It's true. You know, gone are the
Story of
days.
life, man.
Gone are the days of innocent roadhead. You know that where the fear of getting bitten was enough to keep your eyes on the road. But now, these other pocket monsters that are not near as fun,
They're gonna get you rear-ended, man.
they will. They will.
And no one likes being rear-ended.
Yeah,
Well, some
I
people do.
mean,
Like,
Oh,
there-
true. Yeah, there are
There's
some-
some-
a portion of the population, like there's a cross section there that does enjoy it.
in kind of connection to this, in Germany, things are getting so bad about people walking into intersections and getting hit that Germany is actually contemplating spending the money that at every crosswalk, and since people aren't looking up anymore to wait for the little green man to show them it's okay to cross, they're thinking about putting light strips on the ground, like kind
Yeah.
of like at schools, how you can hit a button and it'll flash lights.
Yeah.
let people know. They're kind of thinking about doing that because people are looking down all the time at their freaking phones. They're thinking about when it's not safe, the lights will be like red or flashing red to get your attention, and then you can go, it turns green. But that's how bad it's getting that the German government is thinking about spending millions of dollars to refit their crosswalks because people won't take the freaking time to look up.
Yeah. No, it's a true story. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
So, speaking of things like that, I got my new watch.
Oh yeah?
Words.
Yep, I got my new fancy schmancy fitness watch. The same day I get a cold and can't really do crap because I can't breathe.
That's about right.
But yeah, man, I've been batting 1,000 this week. My wife is the reason I got sick because she Doctor Who'd me. And what happened was, if you've seen The Christmas Invasion, which was David Tennant's first episode, at the end of the episode when Prime Minister Harriet Jones destroys the Sycorax ship and he yells at her and he's like, I can bring you down with 6 words. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he goes to her advisor and he says, don't you think she looks tired? Or something like that. Or do you think she looks...
Does she look well to you? Or something like that?
Yeah, he says something about her not looking well, looking tired or something like that. And it basically, the parliament votes her out because she is too sick to continue on being prime minister. But there's nothing wrong with her. He just planted that seed. And her whole world fell apart. Well, Sunday, Steph was like, are you congested? Because I've been really congested. I'm like, oh no, I feel fine. I was dead by Monday morning.
I was dead at the time.
I was on the moon with Steve. But so that happened Monday, and then my new fancy watch came in on Tuesday, and I felt even worse. Then Wednesday, I felt a little bit better, and I wanted to try out my new watch, and so I went to go. Oh no! Tuesday, I decided I was just going to muscle through, not feeling great, and I went to go work out, and the elastic in my boxing gloves is completely shot, and so my gloves won't stay on. And so I couldn't do that. And then Wednesday I got a different pair. I got my MMA style gloves that I had. And I started about 2 minutes into the first round. My damn punching bag falls off the stand.
Power.
The straps broke.
Power, raw power. You know, Captain America, the other Chris Evans, he has to have a lot of punching bags because he just keeps knocking them down.
It's true. So that happened, and so through the power of Twitter, and when it comes in, I'll give more attention to this. But through the power of Twitter, Everlast is sending me a new punching bag, so that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean it's been a banner week, let me tell you.
Yeah, and we might want to give a little backstory to Mikey on this. I don't know if you have talked about it or not, but me and Chris and a buddy of mine.
Oh yeah, no, I actually have not talked to Mikey since we talked about it. So
okay, well we're all we're gonna start keeping each other in check in terms of fitness.
Cool.
You know, if one of us starts kind of slacking off for too long.
Shame them.
Yeah, basically. Because, this last year, being so busy with school and stuff like that, I haven't taken care of myself. Like, I got lazy. I haven't been keeping up my healthy diet and stuff like that. It's not been good. And time to get back on track. And Chris seemed up to the idea, and my buddy Tom did as well. So if you want on this, totally cool.
I'm down for some fat shaming.
Yeah. Daddy, 2x4.
Shame yourself to a better you.
Yeah, hell's yeah. But hey, I'm just saying, back in Spartan times, you would get beaten up if you started getting a little flabby because you weren't you weren't going to be there as a warrior. And
Yeah, you
Right.
weren't going to be able to protect your flank.
exactly. But yeah, and then we're all thinking that once we get all shredded, get all chiseled,
Mm-hmm.
our jaws look like stone.
That's right.
We're going to start going to wrestling academies, right? We're going to get a nice persona going on. Then we're going to go into the WWE, be tag team champs. What's up? You in?
I'm down.
All right, cool.
Seems
Where I mean,
legit.
yeah.
I mean, that's naturally where I would have progressed too.
Right.
Stop teaching, just full on wrestle.
Exactly. And I had this idea that like our stable, our group of people, we could call we're like from LA, kind of that would be our kind of character. But what LA stands for is liberal academia. And we're always talking down to everybody else like they're stupid and beneath us, like people from LA do. And every time somebody's cutting a promo talking about how they're going to be the champions, we would stop them, like come out halfway and start every conversation like, well, actually, and just go about correcting them. We would be heels. Nobody would like us, but that's how you get rich, son.
That's right.
I think it's a good idea.
Seems legit.
Totally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about it last time, but guys, let's talk about aliens for a second.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that maybe they're slowly but surely, like maybe they know extraterrestrial? I'm not saying that this is true, but maybe they possibly know that extraterrestrial life exists, and they're just kind of slowly getting us comfortable with the idea.
Have you been reading Armada?
What's Armada?
Okay, that's a no.
What's
So
Armada?
you remember how we talked about Ready Player One?
Yes.
Okay. Armada, same author, Ernest Cline.
Hold on. Wait. I have to interject something really quick that I just saw. The Plano Masonic Lodge is a Pokemon gym.
Good luck getting in. I mean,
Sorry.
That's cool. Yeah, a lot of churches are too. Like they're Poke spots. It's ridiculous.
Those are called Catholic churches, actually.
Well,
Hey-o.
Eric was talking about it, and they're like churches that are like using it. They're like, "Come on in, catch a Pokemon, have a drink, sit down. We'd like to talk to you. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior?"
Have you heard about the Lord and Savior Snorlax?
So
Sorry.
Armada.
I just needed to interject that.
No, that's awesome.
Armada was. It's a lot similar to Ready Player One. I feel like the feel of it is, but it's aliens. It's involving aliens and how Earth has been cultured into being ready to fight this alien race. And it's through video games and immersion VR and stuff like that. I mean, it's legit stuff if you think about it. You're like, well, yeah, people play games like that, and they play first-person shooters, and
Right.
so it's pretty cool.
Right.
Movies.
Yeah.
Everything that has every pop culture thing that has had to do with aliens has actually been to
Acclimate
and prepare the world for an invasion that's actually coming. Because, well, we don't need to give too much away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, James Bond held them off pretty good.
That's right, he did.
Yeah.
Cowboys versus aliens.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay, cool.
No.
What was I saying? Oh, yes.
Hold on. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear?
Fuzzy Wuzzy had no
Okay.
hair.
Blake just busted in and went, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, and then left.
But Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, so I guess he wasn't very fuzzy, was he? Mic drop.
Boom.
Actually, I got that from an old show on TGIF. Remember the Friday night shows lineup?
Oh, yeah.
That was on like ABC.
TGIF, yeah. That was
Yeah.
wonderful.
How it was. It may have been on Nickelodeon, actually. It was the two black kids.
Keenan and Kel.
No, the other two black kids. They were like
Keenan and
brothers.
Kel. I'm sorry.
They were like brothers, but not in the way black people mean it. They were like actually brothers. It's like an older brother and a younger brother. I can't remember. I can see the older brother in my mind's eye.
I want to Google that, but I don't want to Google that.
Two black kids on Nickelodeon.
I'm going down this rabbit hole.
Maybe it was from Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Did he have kids in that show?
It was little girl from the Cosby Show was on there. Raven Simone was on there.
She turned out to be a big old lesbian.
Yeah, a big old lesbian. Then she lost some weight, and now she's not as big old lesbian. My 12-year-old son is in the room right now, by the way. So this is fun for me.
That's all right. I learned about lesbians when I was about his age. I remember the scene distinctly.
He's not paying any attention anyway.
Okay.
He's playing his Xboxes, and he's playing the Xboxes. He's making Batman on SmackDown versus Raw.
That's legit.
Yeah, and he already made Bane, so I'm seeing a match coming.
That's exactly what I planned.
My Brother and Me.
That's what it was called, My Brother and Me. Isn't that the one where C. Thomas Howell wears blackface to get a scholarship?
Oh,
No. Not it.
But that was a thing.
Is that something different?
I think so. Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh no, I know what it is.
I can't believe
Different
that.
Strokes. Duh, I should have known it was Different Strokes. That's what you're talking about, right, Beach?
No.
Oh.
You sure? What you
Sure.
talking about?
No. No, they weren't midgets.
Oh yeah, My Brother and Me. I remember that.
They were just black. It may have been My Brother and Me. Just looking at that font style, that very 90s font style on the wiki.
Yeah, that's a super 90s.
Yeah. So black people, aliens, right?
Yes.
Because they're so different. Why do you think every other race feels threatened? Saying. So yeah, it seems like a lot of stuff has been kind of slowly happening over the last few years that would lead people to think possibly they know something, and they're just kind of getting us ready for it. Like recently, Hillary Clinton said that if she was president, she would act to release the files from like Project Blue Book and all that stuff. You know, recently they said that they found evidence that there was a new like super-sized planet beyond Pluto. They just found like today, I think they released things saying they found a new dwarf planet. That's the wrong article, but it's still an interesting topic we may cover later. But freaking yeah, there's just been stuff kind of slowly over the last few years, and like China a couple days ago just finished building a new super like what are they called? Radio telescope. It's the biggest in the world. It's the size of 30 football fields.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's huge. Like they actually uprooted an entire town to build it there. Like they had to relocate, I'm sure, very politely, relocated like 9,000 people to build it there. But you know, other things like now they're saying, of course, we've always talked about Titan being a prime place because there's liquid water there and stuff like that. But now they're saying like, well, new evidence suggests that perhaps life could exist without water on some of these places. And with things like the M drive coming into the public consciousness, you know, being able to, if evidence suggests in terms of the tests we've done and stuff, if we're able to get this thing working, we would travel faster than the speed of light. We could go so fast that we could take off from Earth and 3 minutes later be landing on Mars. And just breaks all the laws of physics. You could do it that fast and not be liquefied.
Right.
You know, we'd be able to reach other solar systems in a matter of a week or two. Yeah, and now they're saying that octopi or octopuses is actually the way you pronounce it, is actually the proper terminology. But
Is it really?
yeah, octopi is just something that we mistakenly use because it doesn't actually fall under the rules of the Latin plural, so it is octopuses. You can still get away with saying octopi because it's so widely used. It's kind of like, screw it.
Right.
But they're saying that their genetic makeup is so incredibly different from everything else that maybe they weren't originally from here. Because everything suggests, I mean, they're like way smarter than they should be, for one. Their propensity for tool working and stuff like that's a bit off. And now they're saying that cannabis may have alien DNA because it's so. Now that may have just been a scientist that got wicked stoned and was like, "This is otherworldly, man.
Aliens, man.
It's got to be aliens." But yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not saying that I believe that that's what's going on. I'm just saying it is interesting that, you know, all these things are happening. And like recently, a kid that it kind of fell off the news because, of course, people want to peer review it. But like a kid in Nevada or something like that supposedly rediscovered some of Tesla's technology. You know, he built the Wardenclyffe Tower back in the day because he said he could draw energy straight from the surrounding atmosphere and use it to power stuff. And this kid used household items to put this little thing together, stuff you could find in your kitchen, and plugged a string of LED lights to it, and it worked.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so weird stuff like that. Theoretical technologies and all of these things saying, you know, everybody just seems to kind of be leaning us towards that. Even NASA said that they expect to find proof of alien life by 2025. The Pope and the Catholic Church has come out and said that they're totally down with the idea of extraterrestrial life. And yeah, so what do y'all think? Do y'all think that maybe people know and they're just slowly letting it out? Because you got to admit, as a species, we can be pretty unreasonable. And if aliens just popped out of the sky 100 years ago, or 150 years ago during the Second Great Awakening when everybody was all about Jesus and not exactly the most open-minded people that believed in Jesus, and aliens popped out of the sky, they would have thought, oh, it's the end of time. And they would have instantly shot the aliens instead of going, holy crap, these are extraterrestrials, let's learn from them.
Yeah.
So do y'all think that slowly but surely they're just getting our society ready to it? Because most people you talk to are like, yeah, I believe aliens probably exist. I don't know if they've ever been here, but it would be mathematically impossible for them not to.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, Will Smith said when he got interviewed after doing Men in Black and Independence Day.
He was on Jay Leno.
He kept getting asked the question, "Do you think aliens exist?" And he said that it's very arrogant of the human race to think we're the only ones here.
Mm-hmm.
It is the universe is stupid big, and for
scientific term.
Right, exactly. For the stupid bigness of the universe, to think there's only one planet that has any kind of life on it is incredibly arrogant. But that's the human race for you. That's kind of how we are. We're an arrogant species. But he also said that if there are aliens, that he's a little worried because they're going to think he knows something.
He was actually on Jay Leno. I think that was the interview because he was talking about him and it may have been what was it? What was his buddy's name? Was it a Grandmaster Jazzy J or something like that?
DJ Jazzy
DJ
Jeff.
Jazzy J. That's what it was.
DJ Jazzy
And
Jeff.
Dragon Jazzy Jeff.
No, remember back in the early '90s, there was a lot of people that like Grandmaster Flash.
Right,
A lot of
and
people that were DJs in the
right,
hip-hop scene.
Funk Master Flash and
Yeah,
Jam Master J, and
Yeah,
they were big on alliteration back then.
they were. It was a better time. It was a better time. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Just the idea of it all. You know, because it's just the greatness of the universe. Makes you realize that, you know, there was a meme going around recently. Of course, you know, right now we're going through a thing of Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. There was a meme going around a few days ago that said, "No lives matter. The universe doesn't give a shit about you." And it showed a picture of the universe. I was like, yeah, yeah, I kind of get it. But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting little thing. How maybe they, you know, there's always a they are preparing us to kind of accept the fact that we're not alone, and maybe we got a buddy coming one day. But of course, you know, a lot of people of the ultra religious sect will never accept that. Anything that comes out of the sky is
The devil.
obviously. And
Of course.
and speaking of these kind of people, what do you guys think about the Ark encounter?
I don't know what that
What
is.
do you mean? The one that was created?
The Ark encounter is a theme park. And
Oh,
Yes,
the
Ark-
that
Okay,
massive
okay,
ark.
okay. Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
The Ark encounter.
mhm.
Correct.
Okay, I
Two
thought
words.
you were saying Arkin counter, and I thought it was like some sort of
Counting
experiment.
device.
I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I don't know what an Arkin counter is. What is an Arkin, and why are we counting them? I don't know.
It's actually what you use to hold the Tesseract in place, is what it
See,
is.
I didn't know. I was like, enunciate.
Yeah, Ark encounter.
Yes,
I knew what you meant, Beej.
Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
I am interested to read the what Bill Nye thinks because he was invited to tour it.
Oh my goodness.
So-
Its slogan is "It's bigger than imagination." No, I'm pretty sure that's all one crazy man's imagination. Because to people that don't know this guy, what's his name?
Noah?
No. The guy that went up against what's his face? And I'm sorry, I'm trying to read.
This is like the best story ever.
You know, the guy that went across what's his face?
That guy and that other guy. You know who I'm talking about.
No.
It's part
No.
of the Creationist Museum complex thing in Kentucky.
Right.
John Hamm, does that sound right? No, that's
No, that was the guy on Mad Men.
Any hooser. This guy, this church group thing, spent like $90 million. That's what I said. Like
Yeah,
$90
no.
million building a life-size replica of Noah's Ark because that really was a thing. And they're inviting people to come and, you know, experience the amazing work of God. We couldn't get any gopher wood, but we got like southern pine or whatever. And they built a life-size replica of the Ark, totally overlooking the fact that, you know, the measurement system back then.
The cubits.
Yeah, there's a lot of different versions of the cubit, so they just went with one and ran with it. And it's kind of gross. I'm just going to say it. It's kind of gross because it's obviously a money-making thing. because like under the ark is a restaurant, on top of the ark is a restaurant, massive gift shop, and all that jazz. And they actually,
We have to have a little shop. That's the best part.
yeah,
It's the little shop.
yeah,
I visited the Ark, and all I got were these two animals
exactly.
And this T-shirt.
and this T-shirt.
I visited this ark, and all I got was having sex with a relative, because Kentucky. And the Bible.
Right. I visited the Ark, and all I got was this Bible that only has the Old Testament in it. That's weird.
Yeah. But this, the grossest part of this all is they got like $15 million of tax money to build this thing. Now this is a religion. This is a religious
church.
Yeah, this is because it's the same as the state in Kentucky.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I
But
have no doubt.
but they got like $15 million of taxpayer money, and a lot of people in Kentucky are like, "You did what with our money?" No, that's not cool, man.
Ein Minuten, bitte.
Ein Minutenpizza. But also on top of that, it's a church organization, so it's tax exempt, which means we won't be getting that money back.
Okay,
It's-
I'm kind of supporting this then, because that's like the best middle finger to the government I've ever heard.
It's so messed up, man. They're going so far. Oh, yeah. They actually have pins in the thing that they said would have housed dinosaurs. 'Cause
Okay, see now they've lost me.
Yeah, well, didn't you know dinosaurs were around then, man? You knew that, correct? And it's totally normal, and it's just a good idea all around to house velociraptors next to, you know, little monkey things, because they won't eat them. But yeah, this is a thing. This is a real life thing that instead of spending $90 million on things like housing the homeless or feeding the hungry or sending children to school or basically anything else that Jesus told us to do, they built a big boat that wouldn't work.
Nice.
Yeah. So, chew on that, Fat.
Wow.
Mikey, what do you think?
I would not go.
Honestly, I kind of want to, because if you make something weird, if you kind of make
Yeah.
something weird enough, I kind of want to see it. It's like if somebody said, I spent $90 million building a statue of a man being sodomized by a pig, I'd be like, that's a statue
I'd pay
I
for
need to
that.
see.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
need
get
to
the
s-
picture.
Yeah, I've got to see how you spent $90 million on something absurd. I really want to see that.
No, I can't say I wouldn't go. I'd go at least once
Mhm.
just to say I went. But I'm looking at the ticket prices. That's expensive. Well,
What are
I
the
guess
ticket
it
prices?
it depends if I'm going to the Creation Museum or not.
Well, you got to go to the Creation.
I know, but it's
not gonna
an
make
extra
sense if you don't.
$20, and it's 45 minutes from the Ark.
45? Oh, that's right. It was up the road a ways.
Yeah. So I go to the Ark, I hang out, then I have to drive about an hour to see who made me.
Yeah. See how you were scooped up from a lump of clay,
That's right.
and God made a wife named Lilith, but she was edited out in later versions of the Bible, and she was replaced by a chick that was made out of a rib, because that makes more sense.
Yeah, legit.
Right. See, my only issue with all of this, and we'll end with this and then one other fun little note that I just found. But my issue is believe what you want to believe.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Don't criticize me for my belief system, and I'm not going to criticize you for your belief system. If
Whatever brings you comfort in life.
Right,
go for
exactly. My issue is when what do they call it? Oh, what is the group of atheists called?
Flying spaghetti monster.
Well, the flying spaghetti monster.
They have a belief.
Yeah,
I have a problem with the flying spaghetti monster because the flying spaghetti monster exists solely to mock.
right. It's legit.
It's a mocking. It exists to mock what they see as a wizard in the sky. Basically, they're like, your thing
Right.
that you believe in is so ridiculous that we have created this thing that is we see as equally ridiculous, and we don't see the difference between your big man in the sky and a flying spaghetti monster. I find the flying spaghetti monster offensive because it exists to mock my belief system. That is
Right.
the only reason it exists.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
just because you worship Baphomet, and people want to make fun of that, I'm like, let Chris worship the monkey, the goat man thing.
right.
Let him do it.
Um, it's this. Um, I don't remember what the organization is called, but it's something like reasonable people or something like. It's something that basically means people that aren't stupid enough to believe this man in the sky business,
Mhm.
and they're anti-religion people, and it's got a derogatory name, and it's got like this superior name, this name with this air of superiority, intellectual superiority to it. Um, and I hate when people refer to my religion and Bible stories as a myth.
Right.
Like, I've seen people talking about the Ark exhibit thing as the myth of the Ark. I don't. I understand, and most Christians understand that the Bible is not necessarily a factual account of things that actually happened, but it goes along. Believing the things that the Bible has to say goes along with your faith.
Mhm.
They go hand in hand. But calling the stories in the Bible myths, I find offensive because I feel like it demeans that you're demeaning my belief system.
Right.
Like, there's a myth is a like Hercules was a myth, and like
Well,
just
but at the same time, you can only say that because there's nobody worshiping the Hellenic gods anymore.
well, okay,
To-
Bigfoot.
Right. That's
Bigfoot
yeah.
is a myth.
Right.
The Loch Ness monster is a myth.
Right.
Things like that.
Unless you're Native American.
Right, right. And I don't appreciate my belief system being considered laughable because you don't believe it, and that's fine.
Right.
If you don't want to believe it, that's fine. I'm not asking you to, but don't mock what I believe just
Hmm.
because you don't share that belief. And that's my only thing. And I mean there are plenty of negative representations of my belief system, trust me.
Hmm.
But um, I don't understand why people feel the need to mock people's beliefs.
Well, Chris, I wasn't mocking your belief.
No, I don't. No. I know you weren't. What I was saying is the stories that I've read and the things that I've seen, I haven't seen any positive stories.
Okay.
It's just so happened that the stories I've come across about the Ark
Right.
have been from a negative point of view.
Exactly.
This crazy bastard built this thing based on a myth.
Kind of what I said. But
And
when it comes to things like that, I think it all is also where the heart is, where the intention is behind the statement.
right,
Like, I may refer to it as mythology, but that doesn't mean I don't think it could have happened.
right,
To me, mythology is just history you can't prove. It's a basis of belief. It does kind of draw a distinction between theology and mythology. Mythology is seen by many people to be more historical fact than theology, which is often considered more allegorical, which I personally believe most biblical stories are allegorical. They're meant to convey a message. I I will submit that the concept of the inundation, the Great Flood, does occur in most every religion. So I agree there is something that happened in terms of a great inundation. And we all know that at the end of the Ice Age, when the polar caps melted, the sea level was about 1,000 feet below what it is now. And humans, 90% of humans, even in the modern times, live within 50 miles of the coast. So as a seafaring species, when that happened, our ancestors 12,000 years ago, give or take, would have felt like the entire world was coming to an end. They would have felt like everything was flooding because their world was. You know, God knows how many civilizations we have that are lying 100 miles off the coast now at the bottom of the sea because that's where we used to live.
Right.
But my biggest problem with this is the fact that thousands and thousands and thousands of trees that could have been used to make paper or homes were used in the construction of this thing.
Of this thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that if you want to believe the Bible as literal, totally cool, that's your business. But if you want to do that, you also have to remember that Christ said that the glory of God doesn't come through building things, it comes through taking care of each other. So
Right.
I think that $90 million could have been used more wisely. And as a member of the citizenry, I feel pretty bad for the people of Kentucky that lost like $15 million of tax money
Yeah.
to this thing.
And see that the cost and the materials and everything, that plays into the thing I read that was, it just continues to dispel the myth of the ark because it validates that there's no way Noah could have built it.
Yeah,
Is basically what it's saying.
yeah. He had had a hard time doing it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, well,
yeah, it's crazy stuff. And now they're saying that monkeys in Brazil entered the Stone Age 700 years ago. So
Right.
monkeys and apes are evolving, and I think it's about time we get some guns and kind of take care of that problem before
Thin
it
the
becomes
herd.
one. Yeah,
I've seen that movie.
Just
Yeah.
getting cell
that's
phones.
what I'm saying. Not, like we've talked about it before. The chimpanzees, I think the bonobos in Africa, have been seen making spears and stuff like that for the sole purpose of war.
Yeah.
And like they're marching in single line formations and stuff like that. So and there's that one group that doesn't have a hierarchy anymore because the oldest males died, and ever since then it's been a quote democratic society where there is
Oh,
no
wow.
leader. Yeah, they're learning democracy, they're learning weapons, and they're learning war. Guys, we can't let it happen. The only reason Homo sapien made it as far as it did is because we went on the other side of that mountain, saw the Neanderthals, and went, okay, we're going to have sex with some of them. We got to kill the rest. And that's how you close this out.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
And
So, right. To circle back around to Pokemon Go, just one more friendly piece of advice. I don't know if this is a legitimate picture or not, but I saw it on Twitter, and apparently if you walk 5 kilometers, you can hatch an egg,
yes.
a Pokemon egg.
Yeah.
And it says, trick your GPS. Your rotating microwave keeps your phone moving. 20 minutes
No.
equals 5 kilometer hatch egg. And then there's a picture of an exploded phone that says, in all caps, whoever said that you can use your microwave turntable to hatch an egg Pokemon in Pokemon Go was an effing liar. My phone exploded and now my microwave is ruined and I almost burned down my kitchen. Not cool.
I hate to say it, but that might be real.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Because, like, I remember a number of years ago there was not an urban legend, but something similar, where it was going around saying that you could recharge if you couldn't find your phone cable. You
To
could
recharge it
your
in the microwave.
battery. Yeah, And
Yeah.
it didn't go well.
Yeah. So just don't be stupid, kids.
Oh,
Yeah. Common sense.
that's a bad picture.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, I got to look it up. Is it really that bad? What do I need to look up?
Here, I'll get the link to the tweet and I'll just send it to you. Or hold on, hold on. Let's see if this works.
Oh, is it the one with the fire shooting out of the
Yes.
microwave? Or in the microwave, I guess.
Doesn't it look amazing?
That looks pretty cool. Oh my god. I don't. Well, there's a video.
I kind of want to watch the video now. Do not attempt. It even starts with "Do not attempt."
Oh,
I like
nice.
that.
Well, so yeah, we're gonna go watch this video and don't be stupid in catching your Pokemons.
Yeah.
And so go see if tell us if there's any Pokemon at the Ark because I'm curious.
Play with your pocket monsters at home where it's safe.
Truth,
Man.
true story.